As we get deeper into Web3 and automations, and with the advent of huge changes in the way that we interact with computers via sites like ChatGPT, it's time to talk about how you can use all of this AI in your business to make some huge gains in productivity and earn some more money while you're doing it. So in this video, we're going to talk about 5 different AI tools that you should look at using right now, and then we'll even do a little bonus to show you how best to use a few of them in a flow to get your business off the ground in AI today. My name is Trent Kennelly. I'm a Web3 marketing strategist, and this is the best place for you to learn about Web3, NFTs, and how to market it all. So if that sounds good to you and you're excited, make sure that you like this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're into it. Comment to let me know what your favorite AI tool is. If it's something that's not in this list, I would love to dig my hands into it. So please do let me know, and let's get started. All right, let's just jump right in, and the first tool is Dscript. So this is a tool that does an incredible job interpreting and transcribing subtitles for your videos, but they actually go way farther than that. Dscript is designed to make creating videos as simple as possible, and in that effort, they're also pulling you away from the camera as much as possible. So in the past, to create a video, it's been necessary to write the video, and then after you write it, you have to film it, and then after you film it, you have to edit it, and then you have to have a vocal presence and all of this audio and blah, blah, blah. But what Dscript is doing is it's allowing you to write a script, add the B-roll into the parts of the script that you want that B-roll to show up for. So it's based on what is being said in the video, and use a tool called Overdub to use your voice, but in AI, to create the video with the vocals, with the audio, okay? So you don't have to get in front of a microphone like this. You can just have the voice on there, you write the script, and it will create it for you. It's really impressive. And just think of the time savings of that. I don't know if you're like me, but when I create a video right now, it can take hours just to write that script. I want to make sure that everything is as correct and accurate as possible. So once the script is written, building out all those assets, the audio, the video, finding my own B-roll, it is exhausting. Dscript gives you that time back and saves your vocal cords at the same time. It's really a time saver. Next, let's talk about Rewind. So this tool is completely insane. It's basically recording every single thing that's done or said on your computer. So if you need to refer back to something, but you can't remember that website or exactly what you said, you can search via Rewind to find it. So that sounds kind of like something everybody can use. Why is this a business app specifically? Well, let me ask you this. Have you ever been in a meeting, and as part of that meeting, you've been writing down notes on your computer or searching a website that you and a client were discussing or something like that? I mean, of course, we all have done that sort of stuff, right? But then at the end of the meeting, you realize that you have no idea where you placed any of that stuff. It's just in the ether. It's gone. This is where Rewind really shows up to help. All you have to do is type in one keyword, and it's going to categorize and help you easily find anything that you were looking for. So if you know it was on the Notes app or on Chrome or something like that, it's going to show you in those categories. You can click the category and you can already start to funnel down. Or if you're not sure where the thing was, you can see all of the reference material below those categories, and it's visually based, so you can kind of have that visual memory as well. Now, at some point in this video, I bet you were expecting me to talk about ChatGPT, but I'm not really going to talk about ChatGPT. And I mean, there's no denying how awesome that system is. You can check out this video for details. I've already talked about it a lot, but OpenAI has put out another system that's very similar in nature. It still uses a GPT backend, but the execution is arguably better. That system is called OpenAI Playground, or GPT-3 Playground. The Playground is a less rigid version of ChatGPT's system, and it allows you to kind of modify the information that's being provided. For instance, you can choose to use different systems that are more or less effective in understanding your requests. You can shorten or lengthen the responses. All of that sort of stuff just makes it a little bit more modular.
Well, it's modular.
This tool is going to be amazing, not just for building content, but for providing fantastic customer service as well. Just think about the biggest chatbots on the market today. Things like Intercom and Live Chat. They are so expensive, and at the end of the day, every bit of automation is something that you have to build out yourself. You need to understand every possible path that the user might take down your chat funnel or down your purchase funnel. How long it's going to take them to figure out how to go from one step to the next. What it takes for them to get frustrated, how to reduce that level of frustration, what it looks like for customer service responding or not responding, what ways they might ask the same questions, etc. All of these things get very complicated. Next is Be Human. So Be Human is a way to take personalization to mind-blowing levels. So this tool offers an AI option that's going to deep fake you. So let's just say that you're a loan provider. Let's just pretend that that's your company and that's your business. And you have a prospective customer that comes to your site who's potentially interested in a loan of, let's say, $20,000. And let's say that their name is Daniel. Okay, you can send them an email with a video like this one.
Hi, Daniel. My name is Lucy here at your local Citibank branch. Something came across my desk that I thought you should know about. We've just launched a new personal credit program in your area, so I took the liberty to check your account, and it looks like you pre-qualify for a, let's see here, $20,000 line of credit. I'd love to get together with you, have a quick chat, see if you're interested in activating this. You can use the form below to book a time, and either myself or one of my colleagues will be happy to sign you up. All right, talk soon. Bye.
Which sounds like it's something that's personalized, right? It seems like something that somebody sat down and did 10,000 different versions. They did a Daniel, a John, a James, a Jane, a Susan, on and on forever with a whole bunch of different amounts. I mean, that's literally impossible to do. There's an infinite number at the end of the day, right? You don't have to do that because you have this AI tool that's going to allow you to film the basic version of this thing. So you would say, hey, their name instead of, hey, they're Daniel. And it's going to fill in that name for you. It's going to fill in with that spreadsheet of names, the names that you want to use in there. So it makes things a lot easier for you. Now, I'm not really convinced that you can use this tool for content just yet. It's a very cool tool, but it's kind of built responsively, okay? So it's taking inputs that you give it, including the video of yourself, the name of the person who was interested on the website, what their loan amount was, or whatever other information you want to provide, and turning that into something that's designed to drive further action from that individual. It isn't really designed to be proactive in any way. That doesn't take away from how awesome it is. It's just important to note that this is not a content tool. Next is Synthesia. So this is another deep fake style program, but there's actually a totally different approach here. So Synthesia is intended for content, where Be Human is intended for something that draws people back or personalizes an experience for them. So for instance, maybe you've seen this guy on TikTok.
Create a Udemy course using free AI. Go to ChatGPT, copy and paste the prompt I've written in the comments below. Personalize the subject you want to teach. The AI will generate a course syllabus for you. To write the script, use the second prompt for each module. You just created an entire Udemy course without writing any of the content. And that is how to.
That guy is an AI that looks extremely human and explains things about AI and sometimes calls itself out as an AI. It just depends on what video you're watching. There's a bunch of those different videos. That's just a really good example. And that guy is coming from Synthesia. The content is incredibly effective at driving interest, especially right now with so many people paying attention to ChatGPT. And more importantly, it saves you a ton of time and energy. We all know that content marketing is important. It may not always lead directly to sales, but it does push the right people in the right direction. And more importantly, it exposes your brand to more people across your target. But we're also all incredibly busy people, right? We know it's important, but we're still very busy. I've said in the past that as a small business, you need to limit your outreach to 2 to 3 platforms max, unless you can hire someone to take this off your plate. You can watch this video for more details on that. But the content creation process gets a lot easier once you use this tool. Okay, so those are a bunch of tools. That's awesome. But I think we should also talk about how you can effectively use them. It's not always a question of one tool being a standalone to take care of all of your needs. Actually, you can often use a few of these tools in a row to make your content flow even faster. And while I'm not going to get into this too much in this video because that's kind of a whole other topic, it's also pretty interesting to consider that you could even make this faster still when you use tools like Make or Zapier to connect these tools all together. So you stick your bare bones content in, say, Dscript, and then it comes out fully formed in Synthesia. So just by way of example, let's walk through a basic flow that you could consider. So let's pretend that you want to create a video about Web3 marketing. You just want a basic introduction, nothing really fancy, and you want it to be like 30 seconds long. So for this, we're going to consider 2 different tools that we talked about and a bonus tool, GPT-3 and Synthesia. Those are the tools we talked about. Now, GPT-3 is the first one we're going to work with, and all I have to do is give it a prompt. I can ask it for changes if I want, but I'm just saying things like, tell me about Web3 marketing, give me a 30-second video, okay? Then I'm going to go over to Synthesia and I'm going to slap it in. I'm going to take that text and put it right in and get a result, and here is that result.
Hey everyone, I'm here to talk about Web3 marketing. It combines social media, SEO, and content marketing to give customers a personalized experience, drive more engagement, and build brand awareness.
Okay, so what comes after? Well, content requires a little bit more than the video itself. There's also the description. So let's go back to GPT-3 and ask for a description with hashtags. So great, that's done, that's developed. Finally, if this is going on a place like YouTube, it probably is, you need a thumbnail. So we're gonna use a tool that we haven't talked about yet up until now. There's a bunch of these different tools. The one we're gonna talk about is deepai.org. So this tool takes in a prompt in the form of text and spits out an image. There are a lot of tools like this, and there are a bunch of varying levels of success with how they look, and some of them look way worse than others, okay? But this one does a pretty good job at giving you an image that you kind of like in a style that you can deal with, okay? And 10 minutes after you start, all you have to do is post this thing and it's done. So there you go. There's so much that can be accomplished with AI tools today. It's going to save you time and it's going to eliminate a lot of stress from your life. Let me know which of these really stuck out to you, which one really talked to you, or if there's another one that I didn't mention, I would love to hear about that too. Love to kind of dig my hands into it. Otherwise, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel if you're into it, and I will catch you in the next one.